Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you one more video about dipping powder. But this video I will show you with the dipping powder with the French. And she like kind of like more kind of almond, round almond shape. So now I am shaping her nail like it's like a kind of more round and almond. So the way I shape her nail, you could see with the video, it's kind of you have to take time to shape it, because to shape it round and almond round, it a little bit different. Yeah. So first of all, you start to shape the nail good before you dip, because if you don't shape it and then you dip it, you could do that too, but for my trick I like to shape it first before I dip the color on it. Okay, so after you file, normally I always use the drill, the pepper drill, to clean all the cuticle around the nail, like what I did. See that? If you clean all the cuticle around the nail good, when you dip it, it stay really good too. It doesn't lift or anything. And plus, like sometimes your nail it have kind of like oily, so when you scrape it like that, like clean all the cuticle, clean all the nail like that, it make it it make the powder stay very good. Okay, so after you drill it like that, this is the first coat of the dipping powder. You apply it on, and then you start to dip. So after you apply the first coat, we have the second coat called base coat, which is normally when I apply the base coat, I dip with the natural set. Here, the when I do with the French, I always do the natural set underneath first, because the natural set is really good to support your nail. The natural set it's make the nail stronger. So for me, when I do the French, I put the natural set first to make the nail underneath strong. So this way the nail it's not break or crack easily. Yeah, so I'm applying the natural set, and the way you do, you have to like apply the base coat like all over your nail, and then apply it very good. Okay, so after I apply the natural set, I start to apply the French. I start to do the line of the white. Okay, see that? So to apply the line of the white, you have to put your finger in that, and then you kind of like move side to side a little bit to make the nail, like to make the line of the white curve. No, normally the French, uh, I like to do the line like curve. If you don't do it like kind of curve, it's not look good. But still, we still have some customer, they like it straight. But with this kind of shape of the nail, curve, it look nicer. See that? So when you dip the white, you kind of like put the nail in that, and then you kind of move. You could just move the powder side to side a little bit. See, when I dip it, I kind of move to the left, to the right a little bit to make it to make the line look curved and nice. See that? Look. Put it down and then move side to side a little bit. See that? Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. When you do it, it's not hard at all. You know, but first time you do it, it's a little bit hard, but after you practice couple time, it will be fine. I think it's really easy than you do the French line. When you do the French line with like draw it's harder. Yeah, that's what I think. But when you learn, you will know. You could tell yourself like which one you like better. But for me, for my experience, I think to do the dipping powder with the white, it's easy than you do the French line when you draw it. You know? Yeah. Look. See, I put that and then I just move side to side, and then I put the another coat we call natural pink. So normally when I do the white, I always do it 2 times. I always dip 2 times, but I still do it like 4 coat. 4 coat. Yeah, see that? You just follow the line that you already have and then dip with the natural pink. Yeah, normally with the dipping powder, I always do 4 or 5 coat. It really depends on the nail of the customer. If the customer nail very thin or long or short, you have to apply depend on the customer nail. And depend on the powder too, because the powder they have so many kind of powder too. Some powder is thin, some powder is thick. So normally I always do 4 coat or 5 coat for customer. I never do 3 coat at all, because 3 coat it doesn't stay and it cracks so quick. Like customer complain all the time. If I do 3 coat, it looks good when you first doing it. It look thin, it look natural, but it doesn't stay. That's why I rather to do at least 4 coat or 5 coat. Yeah, in this video it look like I do it quick, but actually because I just speed it up a little bit, because it normally when I do the French with the dipping powder, at least I need 40 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. It really depends. That's why, and in this video, I kind of speed it up a little bit because I don't wanna take you take so much time to watch it. But I just saw in this video, I just show you the way I do it, why it stay so good, it never leave. Customer come back, the polish still stay good, and they all happy, they all love it. So I just share all the trick that I do in the salon. And that's why, when you do a good job for customer coming back, and they always support you. So anyway, this is the coat, four coat of dip. So after I dip the white and pink, and then this coat is the last coat that I dip only the natural set. And then normally I always do one hand, and then this is I apply the sealer. So the sealer coat, it's the coat number 3 that you make the dipping powder dry. I always do that like the first hand, and then I do the sealer first and let customer dry. This way, after I dip another hand, the other hand is dry, so I could file it. That is my trick. When I do this, it's like I don't have to wait. After I done one hand, I kind of like do another hand. Yeah, so after I apply the 4 coat, I use the sealer. This is the sealer coat, the coat number 3. Yeah, sealer coat, it just like make your nail dry good. So see, so after I let her dry another one, this one is dry. So this way you don't waste your time. It's just like you keep going like the machine, no rest, keep going. And even now I don't have, I don't even have space to dry or anything. It still took me like an hour to finish her hand, her finger. Yeah. So after it dry, I kind of shape it again. I reshape it, I reshape it again to make sure that the shape and everything is smooth and nice, and then make sure the shape that she liked too. See that? So I always kind of shape before I dip, because like after you dip, it change the shape a little bit here and there. So when you file, you don't take time at all to shape it. Now you just like shape it very little, the nail it come back to the same shape, and then you could start to, it save time actually. So the shape of the nail is so important. Yeah, and some people, they don't even pay attention with the shape at all. And you know what, to be honest, some of my worker, they still don't do a good shape. I'm telling you, when you see it, you think it's easy, but when you do it, it's not easy. Because if you don't know the trick of the file your nail, you cannot make it a good shape at all. And with the nail, when you're doing nail, the shape really important. You have to know like what shape, like round, almond, pointy, coffin. You have to know the shape, and then you know the trick to file it good too. This way the nail look good. Otherwise, they don't look good. Okay, so yeah, after I finish shaping her nail again, now I start to drill it. So normally when I start to drill, I like to uh, drill it from the underneath first, because every customer, they love it when you drill the underneath, you clean the underneath good, because they cannot clean it by themselves. And this kind of like small drill, it work really good to clean underneath and the side of your nail. And this small drill, I bought it expensive. Do you know how much I spent for this small drill? It's $20. Can you believe it? Yeah, $20 to buy just that small drill, but it worked really good. It helped to clean really good with the uh, side of the nail, you know, and underneath of the nail. I love it so much. I mean, I don't mind to spend the $20 to just have to clean it really good. And when you clean it good like that, the customer nails not lifting at all. Yeah, when I do her nail, she always go like 2 or 3 weeks, never have any problem at all, never crack, never ruin, or never lifting, or get caught with hair or anything at all. So after I use that small drill, I kind of use another drill to smooth it again, like you see. And I don't do it much at all. I just smooth it very little, because when I dip the powder, I already make sure everything's good. So when you dip it's good, you don't spend much time to drill it at all. That is the trick. So I rather to spend time to dip, and then I spend less time to drill. If you spend if you don't dip good, when you drill it, you take more time, you know. So see, I don't drill much at all. I just drill very little, just to smooth it. Yeah. Okay, so after I use that, this is the last one, the pepper. So yeah, I'm sorry if I say it wrong, because the English is my second language, so I just try my best to speak it. I don't know if right or wrong. Please don't mind me. Yeah, this is the last one that normally the last time I always use with the pepper, and this pepper, it helps to smooth the nail very, very good. And yeah, I always use it as a last, the finish coat, after I finish all the drill, I use the pepper one again, just to smooth it quick. Yeah, just like that. And then after I use that, I start to like, this is the last file too, like I try to shape her nail again, make sure everything's smooth and good before I give her the top coat. Look, after I file, I always like look from the other side, because if you don't look from the other side, you cannot tell like that nail good or not, see that. So after I file, I bob. This is the bob. It's to make all the nails smooth and nice. Yeah, just after the bobbing, this is the last almost done. So normally after the bobbing, I always like clean up the cuticle a little bit here and there, just like, you know, the one that really need it. And normally my trick after I bob, after I clean up the cuticle, I don't let customer go wash. So after I clean up all those, this is the sealer coat, like the coat number 3. I put that first before I put the top coat. I put the sealer, make sure everything dry, because the sealer, it make the nail dry good. Yeah, after I put the sealer, this is the top coat. The coat number 4, it's a top coat. And yeah, apply the top coat. After you put the sealer, you apply the top coat for all those 10 nails. And don't apply it too much. Apply it just like, you know, enough. And normally I always give her 2 top coat, always. Because when you apply 2 top coat, the top coat, it make the nail stay shiny. It stays shiny very long time. You know, I always give my customer 2 top coat always. Yeah, and then let her dry her nail for 2 minutes. This is after done, you know. So thank you for watching this video.